Hello, people. I am here for my annual Raw review. Raw tonight was pretty good. I thought it was better than the last couple Raws we've been getting. I think it's been a lot better of Raw than we've been getting the last couple of weeks. So, I guess we'll get into it. I am surprised they started out with Bray Wyatt and Chris Jericho cage match. They opened up with that. Good, great match. Really good match. I forgot how long it was, but it felt like they gave this match some time. They went all over the place. I loved when Jericho did the dive from the top of the cage. That was kind of cool. You don't really see that much anymore. So it was cool seeing Jericho do a dive like that. Especially you don't see Jericho dive much anymore. he tweaked his knee and the ending was awesome. Them just kind of clawing to get to the out first was kind of cool. A lot of people, they probably wanted Bray Wyatt to pin Jericho. He pinned Jericho at SummerSlam. It's not that big a deal if he wins. And after the match, pretty much Bray Wyatt locks himself in the cage, and him and Jericho in the cage, and Bray Wyatt pretty much beats down Jericho after the match, and then does Sister Abigail. There you go. It's a really good match. Then after that, we have Dolph Ziggler coming out, showing some leaked photos of The Miz. They're trying to pretty much parody the leaked nudes from the other celebrities, so they're doing some leaked photos. It was kind of a funny segment. I chuckled a little bit. At least the Intercontinental title is getting some attention. So, and then Miz comes out with Sandow. Pretty much says says if anyone publishes this again, he's gonna sue them. And that Dolph Ziggler, he said, what did he say to him? I forgot what he said. He said something like, "You're not gonna be around this town," or something like that. And then Sandow goes in. Ziggler takes out Sandow, and then Miz was gonna kind of act like he was about to go in, and then Dolph Ziggler turned around and was like, "Come in," and then there you go, end of segment. Then after that, we have a tag team match of Natalya and Rosa Mendes against AJ Lee and Paige. I was like, wait, why are AJ and Paige teaming up? But it really was just to add more storyline. I'm gonna say something. Can we stop with the CM Punk chants? Oh, now it's like they're only chanting it now because AJ is his wife. It's like, can we stop? AJ, in my opinion, does not deserve this. She deserves so much better. Fucking fans are still chanting CM Punk. It's like, shut up already. God. And then, so pretty much, it was mostly Paige and Rosa in the match. I think Natalya was in for a little bit. And then tags and Rosa. So for the most part, it was Paige and Rosa. Paige is about to win the match, and then AJ tags herself in by, like, slapping her. Grabs her hair and slaps her chest to tag herself in, and then pretty much AJ puts Rosa in the Black Widow and wins the match. Then they pretty much, AJ takes the title and kisses it, and then Paige kisses the title back, and then AJ skips away. Okay. It's sad that they ended this storyline now with adding the Bellas to it. It was stupid. Oh, Chris Jericho gets attacked by Randy Orton. So I have a feeling we're gonna have an Orton Jericho feud, which I don't know what's Chris Jericho's future right now, because he only works a certain amount of dates. So I don't know how long he'll be working. I don't know. Now that his feud with Wyatt is over, maybe he's on his way out. Maybe that was a way of kind of writing him off TV, having him get taken off. Maybe you take him off for a little bit, and then you have a Jericho Orton feud, which I would not mind actually. I think these guys could pull off a feud. If you don't remember, several years ago, when Orton was a face, they had a match. It resulted in Orton punting Jericho, and they never addressed that. I would have loved if they brought that up, but that was several years ago. And in this segment, to me, segment of the night, Paul Heyman and Cena. Well, Paul Heyman pretty much is going to give a warning what's going to happen to Cena at Night of Champions, and Cena comes out, and they're pretty much Heyman says Cena, you just need. He's pretty much acting like he's gonna give Cena the secret on beating Brock Lesnar. Is that Cena needs to break away, and what I mean is he needs to stop being Mr. Hustle, loyalty, respect. Just give in to the pretty much give in to the dark side, basically. Just let that hatred. You know what it kind of reminded me of? I'm gonna bring up Star Wars, where it's like like Paul Heyman is Palpatine, like join me, join the dark side, something like that. It was a good segment. Cena, you gotta give him credit. He actually cut a really good promo here. But even though it is kind of the same, oh, I'm never gonna give up. I'm not gonna give up on this little boy. He was going through all that. It was a good segment though. And in the end, apparently Lesnar will be on Raw next week. Is that Cena says if Lesnar doesn't show up, that Cena will fight Heyman next week. But it probably means Lesnar's gonna show up. It's already been leaked anyway. Well, not leaked. Announced that Lesnar's returning on next week, the Go Home show to Night of Champions. So I love the part where Heyman's like yo yo yo. The rap was awesome. It was kind of funny to see Paul Heyman rap, man. Then we have Sheamus and Seth Rollins. Decent match. Great match. Really good match. I'm happy. Rollins pinned Sheamus. I'm happy. I think Sheamus. Cesaro came out during the match. Pretty much, okay, granted, by distraction, but because Cesaro took the belt and was like raising it up, and then they did a little tug of war, and then Sheamus kind of let go, and Cesaro fell, and then that's when Rollins throws Sheamus in the turnbuckle, and then does the curb stomp to win the match. There you go. And after Cesaro hits the neutralizer to Sheamus, pretty much sending a message, because on SmackDown, which I guess I can announce this here real quick. SmackDown, now that next month is going to be moving to Thursday, I might start doing a SmackDown review series. Because the only reason I don't do SmackDown reviews is I don't watch SmackDown on a consistent basis. I don't want to do every now and then a SmackDown review. If I'm going to do those, I want to do it consistently. So, the announcement, starting October 2nd, I will start doing SmackDown reviews. But it's in a month from now. But yeah. Because on SmackDown, Sheamus pro kicked Cesaro. I'm kind of happy Cesaro. At least they're getting some kind of story into this feud, because these two can have a great match. I would love Cesaro to win, but I have a feeling they're just going to let Sheamus keep it. Anyway. Oh, God. Then we have Rusev and Lana do the Russian, pretty much, national anthem, because their Raw was in Baltimore, where the original, the American national anthem was written. So pretty much that's what it was. That's all that segment was, really. Then we have, which was probably one of the cool moments of the night, they actually let the NXT stars. They had Tyson Kidd, Tyler Breeze against Adrian Neville and Sami Zayn. Really good match. Adrian Neville. I would love to start watching NXT. I might start trying to watch that. Because I'm going to be honest with you people, I don't watch NXT. But I'm going to start, because, my God, Adrian Neville, man. My God, dude, the dude was fucking badass from what I'm watching. So, Sami Zayn, good too. I can't wait to see these guys come up, so, there you go. Oh, God, this segment. To me, the one segment, I was just like, why? I was already not liking this segment when they originally were going to do it. I was like, why are you doing this? So we have Stephanie comes out, brings in Jerry Lawler and Jerry Springer. Wow. Brain fart. Jerry Springer, pretty much, it's kind of like, just like watch an episode of a show, but with Bella Twins, basically. My God. And then Brie comes out, and then Brie started, like, pretty much talking trash about her sister. Then Nikki comes. I don't want to go through this segment. This segment was bad. I mean, and then Nikki said to get her some heel heat. said that her dad left because of Brie, it was like, I just do not care about this feud. I said this in my Wrestle Talk yesterday. I do not care about this feud. I really don't. I don't think anyone gives a fuck about this feud, man. It ends in them brawling. They all fell on Jerry Springer, who I guess twisted his ankle, and then Stephanie got involved. It took like a bunch of security and referees. It just, even with that, they bring out their brother who says that Nikki's not the victim. And then it was just a dumb segment. It wasn't as bad as the one a couple of weeks ago, but still pretty bad. I mean, they have every segment they've been doing since, really 3 weeks now. They've been doing this feud. All the segments have been bad. I just don't get why WWE's still trying to do this. Now they're trying to insert it into the title picture. It's like, the Usos cut. Before Goldust and Stardust come out, and the Usos do one of those pre-taped promos, pretty much saying the Usos are going to get payback because of the Goldust and Stardust attacking them. Which then we have a tag team match: Los Matadors, Goldust and Stardust. Wasn't really a match. Goldust Stardust win. I like Stardust Cody's new finisher. It's a lot better to me than the Crossroads, personally. Wasn't a big fan of the Crossroads. Because that just felt such like a mid-card finisher. And then they win. They pose, and then the Usos attack them, and then they run away. I'm happy they're giving this storyline a little bit of story. This feud. A little bit. At least you have some heat. I'm liking Goldust and Stardust as heels because they're not really acting like heels. They're just being aggressive. That's the thing. That's the only thing. They're just being really aggressive. This match. God damn it. Titus O'Neil with Heath Slater fought Adam Rose. The Bunny super kicked Heath Slater. And they're acting like the fucking commentary was acting like it was the greatest thing ever. The Bunny kicked Heath Slater. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Adam Rose wins. Adam Rose is a Santino. He's the new Santino, people. That's all he is. Then Renee Young does a backstage interview with Roman. Reigns says he's the antidote. It's a typical Reigns promo, nothing new. And then, you know what the funny thing is? Randy Orton, when he came out, apparently they didn't even do his whole entrance. It's just weird. They cut. I hate when they do that. I like to see the entrances. Then we have Orton and Reigns. Not a bad match. I like this, the scoop slam from midair. That was kind of cool. I like that Reigns actually looked. I guess you can say it was slightly better than their SummerSlam match, but it didn't. It ended in a DQ because Kane and Rollins come out with like a bunch of people. Apparently, they're lowering down the gate. They're lowering down the cage, and then they have pretty much what happened was Reigns threw out Kane and Rollins, and then it kind of backfired. Reigns was kind of dominating Orton. He spears Orton, then Kane unlocks the gate. Roman Reigns scares off Kane, and then Seth Rollins, another dive from the top of the cage onto Reigns. And then they pretty much Kane beats up Roman Reigns and choke slams him, and then Orton just goes off on pretty much teeing off on Roman Reigns with a chip. Shut up, Sam. Stand up. Stand up. Sorry about that, people. Anyway, So Orton's teeing off on Reigns with a chair. I'm happy. At least Reigns is looking kind of vulnerable, because for a while he was looking like he never got beat up. And then Seth Rollins does a curb stomp onto Reigns onto the chair. Well, I don't know what they're gonna do with Reigns right now and Rollins. I don't know. We'll have to see. But Raw was really good tonight. I think it was a lot better Raw than we've been getting the last 2 weeks. So I say really good Raw tonight. Really solid show. I'll give it. If I were to rate tonight's show, maybe a 7. Decent Raw. Match of the night, definitely a cage match. Segment of the night, Paul Heyman segment. But alright, people. I'll do a video this week. Another one. Maybe tomorrow. Till then, signing off. Peace.